Look at this road. Friends would come over to visit and they were scared to ride on the equipment up and down the hill because it was sketchy. Y'all remember what this looked like, right? It ain't sketchy no more. Hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peak's Peak. My name's Lucas, and we're sharing our hobbies here on 38 acres in Eastern Kentucky. And man, have we got a video for you today. We're gonna show you all the progress that we've made on the road. It's been a couple of days of dozers and excavators running hard on Peak's Peak, trying to make us a nice road, and they're doing a great job. So I tried to capture as much footage of the progress as I could, and we're going to share that progress with you and talk about some of the decisions that were made along the way in order to give us a good, solid road to get up our mountain. When you're getting into a big project like this in Eastern Kentucky, you never really know what you're going to run into. Sometimes it's easy digging clay, and other times it's rock that you just can't hardly do anything with. I asked them to not only widen the road, but to put a drainage ditch on the inside next to the hill to kind of make the road easier to maintain. And that became easier said than done. This particular corner was one of the most challenging areas because they had to use the big excavator to bust up the rock and cut out the inside of the corner, and then they would take the dozer and push the rock to the outside edge to help widen out the road. And we ended up with a fantastic result, but it took a lot of work. Now, one of the other things that they did for me is as they were taking out trees that were big enough to put on the sawmill, they were saving them for me. They have saved me 3 nice poplars and 2 nice oaks there, which is extra work for them, so I appreciate them taking the time to think about that. Now, down where the new road's going to meet the highway, JD stripped all of the topsoil back so that we had a good solid base to build the road on, and then we had the topsoil to put back on the edges of the road to grow grass when we're all done. And one of the things I added to the project, which cost us quite a bit more work, is I asked them to go ahead and float the slope of the hill all the way out to the road. That way we could start a more gradual climb rather than starting at the foot of the hill and having a really steep climb. Time to freeze it up?
Yep. Getting a little noisy.
So guys, about a week ago, I was standing right here talking about how we were gonna do something about one of the main characters in our videos. This road is a major character in our daily lives and a major character on our channel. And man, what a difference a week makes. Look at this. So JD and his crew have been hard at work on our new road, and they're doing a fantastic job. And we're getting close to finish. We're not gonna finish in this video, but probably we'll get finished with the dirt work, and it's looking awesome. Cut the pipe off for him. JD saw me headed up the hill and he said, "Hey, you want to cut that pipe off for me?" I said, "Well, let me go grab a saw. I thought I needed a sawzall." He said, "Nah, you use a chainsaw." He's right. Had a brand new chain on there, so we wanted to keep it out of the dirt, so I cleared out underneath it. But piece of double wall pipe, they probably would have done a better job of not getting into the next rib. But look at this road. I mean, y'all remember what this looked like, right? It's probably going to be hard for you guys to get as excited about this as I am, because you weren't driving up and down it every day, and you didn't have to run your box blade on it, try to maintain it, and the big old rocks in the way, and just friends would come over to visit and they were scared to ride on the equipment up and down the hill because it was sketchy. Sketchy. It ain't sketchy no more. Man, this is just beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, well, I got to do the rest of the tour and check out the rest of the road because I haven't been up here today. So I want to see what the rest of it looks like, and then I'll run the rest of this pipe down to him in case he needed it or something. This right here is about as good as the old trail got. It looked like that. And here's what it looks like now. So they opened up kind of a turnaround spot right here. And then we're starting with a nicely shaped road with the right kind of crown draining toward each side and drainage ditches ready to go. It's pretty work, but it's going to be so much more functional than the trail that we had coming up the hill. I mean, we get to gravel on this. Anybody can drive a car right to the top of the hill. Well, not that I'm inviting anyone to drive a car to the top of the hill, because we may end up putting gates up. But anybody that we invite can drive their car to the top of the hill. And it's just going to be amazing. I love it. He put in this first pipe, and I thought I'd better show you kind of the setup that we've got going, because this is exactly what I wanted to see. Where I had water bars coming across my trail, and so when you would drive up the hill, you'd have to slow down, bump over the bump, and then move on, because I had angled piles of mud across the trail. Now, we have a nice angled drainage ditch coming to 12-inch culvert. They come in at a nice rock base right here. So we've got now just great control of the flow of water. And they were smart about this because we ran into rocks that they couldn't get out. Like, for instance, there's a rock right there you can see sticking up. And they knew that was a point that we weren't going to be able to get past with the drainage ditch. So we've got a culvert in right there. and then the next one goes on down. And they haven't got all the culverts in, so I can't show you the whole finished product yet. But we're gonna come back with one final video that wraps up this whole project and shows you the final result when we get gravel on. Now, we are into winter time at this point, which means when we get rain, everything stays muddy. When things freeze and thaw, as things stay soft. So I don't know how quickly they're going to be able to back trucks of gravel up this hill and start spreading. It may be a few days, it may be a couple weeks, it may be a month or two before it's actually finished. But we are well on our way, and I am thrilled with the product. Just thrilled. Here's what I really like about this. Look, I'm on the hill. Look at this. I can just drive around in circles on my trail if I want to. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go get the tractor and I'm gonna run up and down just packing it in because they're running out of daylight and we're gonna get rain and this is gonna need packed in. It's gonna be a muddy mess if we don't. Hey, good reason to run the tractor up and down the hill. We just drive up and down and pack it in. On the tractor, so that's good. All right, well, we're gonna see if me packing it in with the tractor did good enough that I can drive the side-by-side on this today or not. It is a muddy mess. Lots of rain. But I wanted to see how the drainage is working out, so we're about to find out. Well, we'll see. We'll put her in low. Yeah, it's pretty muddy. I think we're gonna make a mess. Yeah, we might be all right. So the road seems to be holding up pretty good. Actually, this is working great. said, this is not a gully washer, but we're getting good solid rain here, and the water is running off the sides of the road to the ditch, and it's going through our culverts here just like we planned it out. Guys, here's what we're looking like, and man, this is a major improvement over what we had. Now, probably had no business getting out on it while it's this muddy. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to see how the drainage was working, and it's going to be just great. Now, we are going to have to stay off of it for the next few days till the rain gets through here and we can get some gravel on it, and that way we don't, you know, tear it up. But this is gonna change everything. I'm excited about it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed getting to see another update on the road up Peak's Peak. Until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.
If you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. Like this video, and if you'd like to see the pond that JD and his crew dug for us, click on this video right here. We'll see you next time.